The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. We are always misinformed, and that is the reason to which we are quick in rising against our own sovereignty, and people are taking advantage of this to always treat us anyhow and to use us to destroy whatever that we have in our continent. And as terror has repented, according to him, he never knew he was on the wrong path until the army rescued him. They took care of him, fed him well, gave him the best of treatment. And today he's also calling on other people to stop what they are doing, so together we can fight to protect lives and properties in Africa. As Africans, there are a lot of things that we are made to believe. And that is the reason to which we are the ones that are rising against our continent. People never sold the continent in the right direction to us. And that is why we are the ones that are even speaking ill of the continent. And we are busy running out of the continent. Like he rightfully said, they were misled. And all our brothers and sisters who are into this art are misled. They just don't know where they are going from where. People try to use our ignorance against us so we can continue to be fighting against the continent. We must understand that if Africa will become a better place, it is you and I. What we go allowing other people use us for to do wouldn't solve the problem. We all can build Africa together.
Then now the meeting of Abdoulaye. It has been 9 years. During an active member of a terrorist group, the Janatul Islam, its course stops in the Gourmou. When he crosses the path of the defense forces and security today, he says he regrets. It's past a past tainted by the participation to several dismal businesses that have cost the lives of many populations. Confession of a former terrorist. In this signed file of to the Tsar, his name is Diko Usman alias Abdoulaye. Kontane said man is a warlord, but he found stronger than him elements of the army. Burkinabe former terrorist executive. 28 years old, his motivation, according to his own confession, was to do the jihad, to establish Sharia with Burkina Faso, and find themselves later in heaven, where 77 virgins await him after his death. But his evil projects are stopped when the FDS get the hook on him after a violent struggle against more than 100 terrorists in the Brush Forest Gulf region. His enlistment in the terrorist group's date of 2014 to the where he receives his ideological and military training. After what? It joins the ranks of the local group of Kabonga. In 2017, Diko Osman, alias Abdoulaye Kontane, led several attacks in Burkina Faso as outside. Attacks against fighting forces by Yamba Uri, Basugu Kyogu Dure, the Battle of Baleri, Bizarre Satenga Diabo, Diapangu Kore during this year, 2025 and Kogo Nabudi, Kamana and in 2024. The attack on the Niger in 2019. Bamako and Jamena, customs post of Pool, the American agency of Suzuki in 2009. To name but a few, the crimes committed by him are legions. My name is Abdoulaye, more famous. Under the name of Abdoulaye Condé, former member of the Janatul Islam movement, in the Gorsi zone, this terrorist framework, who ran several bases in the localities of Natiaboni Nagrekoare with an area of influence which extends over the Gulmot and Nakambi regions, did not think for a single moment in the imaginary world in which they lived to return to the world. Real here is a young who had made atrocity his occupation. I speak to you with a heart full of regret, of guilt. Know first that I am alive. And I am doing well today. Full of regrets, and I ask your forgiveness. Forgiveness to the whole nation. After 9 years with the terrorists, The fateful adventures of Abdullah and can stop at the moment when he and his companions cross the path of the defense and security forces. He has done many damage and taken lives in the name of the religion. Alhamdulillah, children. Know a few children. I'm the one who came to protect me from the nuts. I did not go to school. I just came to make a testimony. I ended up with the soldiers, Burkinabe and Fordo. In the zone of Dade, I found myself in there, but they did not hit me. They did not torture me. I was well treated, well fed. They showed me that I was in a bad way. They brought in real preachers to tell me about the real Islam and his recommendations. It is at this moment that Abdullah surrenders. Account that he was bad. Side of history, the fighting forces not only demonstrate professionalism and respect for human rights. Thank God today, I understood that I am a new person. I call on my brothers and sisters. We must, all of us, commit ourselves to the fight against terrorism. This war has lasted too long. There have been too many losses. Too much material damage to move internally. This former terrorist cadre calls on young people to be lucid and not to commit themselves in harmful enterprises to the interests of the nation. To the terrorist leader, it also sends a message to stop, simply to attack populations who only ask to live with dignity.
Why don't we ask ourselves the reason to which other people will give us equipment for us to go and be taking lives and be destroying properties? What is their gain? Their gain is your future, my future. What they will use to make life better for us is what these people are fighting for. It is high time that we educate our brothers and sisters, like the military did a very beautiful work by trying to educate this our brother for him to see that the path that he is on is wrong. A lot of Africans these days, as much as we try to educate them, some find it so difficult. Like Dr. Rekano said, we have been sold a false narrative. And today, when the truth is even put before us, we find it so difficult to accept the truth because of the lies we have been sold to. And it is our own selves that can emancipate ourselves, because on this journey, there is no one that can help you. We need to educate our brothers and sisters, and as he's calling onto his brothers and sisters who are into this to stop, so that together we'll fight to protect the continent. What we are going through in Africa is as a result of the people that are using us to cause destabilization in Africa. If we truly want a better life, a better future for ourselves, then we all must unite together as a people to fight for the better Africa we are looking for. There is no one that will come into the continent to give us anything if we ourselves do not fight for that better thing we are looking for. Freedom is not given, it is taken, and we should not allow other people to use us against our own progress. The natural resources that we have is for you and I, but if we help other people to come into the continent, to carry them away, you should know that it is you and I that will suffer at the end of the day, because they are using these resources to better their lives and not you. And these resources are for you and I, our betterment. So we need to understand that this is the only place that we have, and we must fight and do everything possible in our power to protect what we have in Africa. The continent is for all of us. The resources belong to all of us. What the African needs is good leadership. And that is the only thing that can set us free and get us to wherever we want to go to. Africa is the best place we can ever have, because there is nowhere we can go to be accepted like the continent called Africa. This is your home. So why must we help destroy the home that we have? We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.